Welcome back to the morning show. On this episode, we are going to be ranking all
The
five,
five of the Tool albums.
not including Opiate.
Sadly.
At first we were going to, and then I looked at the track listing and realized it was 3 songs and 2 live performances. And it was like 28 minutes long, which for some people is an album, but for Tool, that's like a single and a half.
So that's what we're ranking. We're ranking the 5. That's in order: Undertow, Enema, Lateralis, 10,000 Days, and Fear Inoculum. And now I'm trying to look for like a coin or something we could do to who goes first.
What number am I thinking of between 1 and 2?
2.
I was thinking of 1.
Okay. So what
So
does that mean?
We didn't say who is who, but you can go first.
Okay.
Wait. I'm going first.
Why? What is the point of any of that? You won. Okay.
Wait, no, let me think, because there's a right way to do this. You can go.
Fuck. God damn it. You got water on me.
I didn't do fucking anything. I'm
Okay.
just-
Okay, here we go. My number 5 pick. I love all Tool albums, but the worst one, sadly, out of 5, is Undertow. That's just what it is. It is a great album. I really do recommend it. However, the only thing I posit is that I don't think, if you want to get someone into Tool, I don't think you show them Undertow because it doesn't really give them anything to work with in Tool. It's just good. Sober is a legendary song. Fucking Prison Sex is fantastic. So much of the album's good, but the latter half for me all becomes the same song, and it's just not that great. That's my number 5. I rank it like a 7 out of 10. 6.5.
what Trenton just said was wrong.
And officially, we don't have a matching list, apparently.
Tool's worst album is Fear Inoculum.
I understand.
And like
I won't
that's your
argue with you.
that's your second to last pick for sure, because there's no way it's not. Like I just
How
couldn't.
dare you assume?
Because how?
Yes,
Look at me with a straight face, and I'm gonna say some statements, and we'll just pretend like they're not stupid, ridiculous things to say. 10,000 Days is worse than Fear Inoculum. Lateralis is worse than Fear Inoculum. That's a stupid statement. That's like you
Okay.
can't even like pretend to
Okay.
take those statements seriously because of how stupid and wrong they are.
That's fair. Yeah, that's the thing. There is a clear barrier between Fear Inoculum and other albums. My thing, it purely is out of just taste. Like I feel like Fear Inoculum does have some great songs. We will discuss. I guess talk about what you think about Fear Inoculum first, and we'll kind of, yeah.
My last pick is Fear Inoculum. It was a toss-up between Undertow and Fear Inoculum. And I ultimately went with Fear Inoculum because it is boring. Because it's fucking boring.
Okay.
Like, this is everything that I don't really like about Tool. I think this is, like, I feel like Maynard's performance on this album is angelic. I love his
agree,
voice
I
on
agree.
this album. It's beautiful.
I'm so glad you noticed that. Yeah.
Numa is like, what, 13 minutes long? And they play that same stupid do-do-do-do-do-do over and over and over again. And it's not even good. The only good, like, all of these songs are fine. They're not like, no, they are bad.
No, come on. No. Settle down, breathe.
It's just because they're so long and so seemingly full of themselves. They're so long and they repeat sections so fucking much. Shut the fuck up! I don't give a shit. Oh my god, it's just it was enjoyable to listen to, and I could get like a special feeling out of it, like, oh, I'm being enlightened, or but the only good song really is Tempest, and it's the only
Wow.
song that sounds like they have some energy going on. The
You
rest
didn't
of
like
it is,
Invincible?
No. I kept on trying to listen. I listened to Descending like 13 times trying to like it. I just really wanted to like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find more positive things to say. I like Chocolate Chip Trip, but that's just because it's
No, what do you mean?
it's a drum solo with that sample or whatever that's in 7. That's funny. I mostly just like Maynard's performances, but I guess I resent the fact that there's not a lot of groove going on. It's mostly an ethereal, like, ambient album, and I guess I just wasn't expecting that, and I wish there were more climaxes, and there just aren't, and and that upsets me, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think Fear Inoculum is better than Undertow?
It's a few things. It's a few things. I think for me, most of it comes down to preference. Because I'll admit, like, if for a band's most recent effort, that's 30 years, I shouldn't have to have a toss-up between your first album and your latest album. That's just, so I'll admit that. However, I can't help but just feel like the highs of like an Invincible to me. Invincible, Tempest. I like Numa, but I can understand like that. It does get monotonous sometimes. Like songs like that. I think those highs go well over almost any peak of Undertow, with the exception of Sober, because Sober is just the GOAT. I understand that, but I don't know. Like that's simply that. But I think especially because, too, it's like as much as the songs aren't great, let me first off say I completely agree with you on the climax thing, because there are climaxes, they're just not good. Like, da-na-na-na-na-na. Like, that was very clearly supposed to be this setup as a crazy big riff, but it just doesn't come off that way.
There's the in one of the songs where they basically do djembe again.
Oh, you talking about no, what are you talking about? I forget.
This.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's the thing. This part gets me moving, but it's also like this is supposed to be a big climax. Literally, I don't know how they fumble that, because Tool has always been good at climaxes to me, but that doesn't come off that way. It just comes off like a fun, like...
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, they made the bridge to Lateralis, the title track, and that climax fucking bumps.
Real.
Oh my god! And there's so much groove in pretty much all of their other albums except for this one. They lost the plot somehow, and again, it just sounds like djembe to me.
I get that. I really do. I just can't help but just be like, I don't remember half of the songs on Undertow, when I do remember... I remember, I guess, better or worse sometimes, Fear Inoculum. But I understand. Yeah, that's fair. How would you number rank Fear Inoculum? Because I put like Undertow at like a 6.5.
I might put Fear Inoculum at like a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I kind of got the
really
gist there,
just,
yeah.
I like Undertow more because it's more interesting, I feel like. There's more like angst, and a lot of the songs do kind of blend together. It's a very funky album. It's really, I don't know, it's a cool little thing. It's just got an interesting funk to it. I hate the last song though. It's incredibly long and stupid.
Dude, that drove me fucking mental. They lost a point there for me. Let's go ahead and go to number 4, since we're going to be discussing the same 2 albums anyway. My number 4 is Fear Inoculum.
Yeah.
I think we've thoroughly beat that horse.
And mine was Undertow. We have to decide which one of these 2 albums is going on the bottom.
Oh, God. We do?
That's how we do the videos. Trenton
You're right.
and I bring up our own rankings, and then we try to agree on them. We can put
No, okay. You know what?
we can put Undertow on the bottom. It was a toss up.
You know what? I hearing you talk about it. No, let's put Fear Inoculum at the bottom
because I'm right.
Yeah,
Because I wanted to be nice, but I am correct.
Sadly, yeah. It's in my personal listening that I would listen to Fear Inoculum a lot more, but I can't help but and plus. No, there's not a lot of things that sound like Undertow either. And I'm not talking about Tool. I'm talking about in music. Undertow is its own self-contained, like groovy, angsty thing. So that's pretty cool.
Plus, I really like Maynard's voice, especially on Undertow.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really in his singing bag as much as he is. There's just this kind of anger lower in his voice, and that's I think when they're more an alt metal band than they are yet fully off the deep end into their progressive element. What's your number 3?
Okay, so we agreed. Number 5 is no, sorry. Number 5 is Fear Inoculum. Number 4 is Undertow. My number 3 is controversial. Lateralis is my number 3.
Go ahead and keep talking.
Lateralis is a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. It is fantastic. There's a reason why it is everyone's favorite album, generally. My only thing is, I just think it is great across the board, but no the song's like super pop to me. You know what I mean? Like when everything's a 9 out of 10, the album's a 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? So I think all of the songs are equally so
fucking stupid. You're so fucking dumb. Why are you saying this stupid shit to me when your favorite album has 2 6-minute and 7-minute songs that are both the same?
You don't know my favorite album. You don't know my favorite album. You don't know.
You put it on the best metal album list.
Fuck. You don't know what I ranked. You don't know what I ranked. Okay? You don't know what I ranked. Now listen to me, okay? Lateralis is fantastic. Title track, fantastic. Parable and Parabola, fantastic. Opening track, fantastic. I love so much of it. The Patient, great. There's a lot of good, but I will admit that to me it just suffers a little bit in the Undertow realm of all the songs sounding a bit the same in a way that I didn't care for. That is my dissertation. It is a fantastic album. Nearly perfect. Nearly perfect.
My third.
Stop.
10,000 Days is my third.
Huge! Okay.
10,000 Days is a pretty good album.
That's pretty cool.
Let me look at the track listing. Mm-hmm. 10,000 Days was one of the first Tool albums that I tried to get into after I had gotten into Lateralis. And it bored the shit out of me when I was first getting into it. And mind you, this was in middle school, so I wasn't as matured of a music listener. But revisiting it, all of my critiques were semi-valid. I resent the fact that almost a third of the songs on basically all of Tool albums are fucking interludes. Fuck them for that. They need to get an editor in there when they're making their albums just because Adam fucking, well, look what my pedal could do. That doesn't need to go on the album, buddy. No, it doesn't. I could do that all day. I don't need to put it on the album because I'm not fucking full of myself. I don't think I'm a god when it comes to my instrument. Okay? Everything he fucking spews out of his little brain, he thinks is gold. And it's so fucking frustrating.
Don't insult my goat like that, you asshole. Okay, he made a bad decision. Okay, I admit.
It's not even Adam. I auto locked onto him. It's all of them together thinking that whatever noises they make are the best noises ever. Oh my God, cut it out with the interludes. Mantra, that shit pisses me off so much every time I hear it. That shit did not need to be there. I don't care how conceptual the album is. Shut the fuck up. Give me my music. Put the fucking album in the bag, bro. Get that shit out now. And
okay.
What I'm saying is, I really like 10,000 Days. It's
That doesn't sound like it. It does not sound like it. Okay.
like Vicarious. That's a goated cool song. One of the best of all time. Jambi, it was all right. I like it. Wings from Marie and 10,000 Days piss me the fuck off.
Oh my God. What are we talking about? Hold on. What do you mean?
Trentin. It's this same fucking guitar melody.
It is a buildup. It is.
It's not!
This guy.
What does it build up to? It's 5 minutes in! 5 minutes and we're doing the same thing!
This guy couldn't commit to a Subway sandwich.
Shut the fuck up! 5-6 minutes into the song! Gojira could have changed my life now, but they spend it jerking off into the microphone. Oh my God!
No, dude. It's building up into.
Oh my God! This one's 11 minutes. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking guitar melody. It's the same fucking shit.
Ashton, I fundamentally disagree with you. Put that down. Dude, you can't tell me I'm taking the phone. Is this not fucking like you go through all that buildup, all that just like ethereal shit to fucking like, and you're
Nothing's happening.
You're soaring,
dude.
You're soaring. I'm literally flying right now.
You're literally that
I'm
fucking.
floating.
You're that
I'm floating.
fucking. You're that fucking regular show clip where Mordecai's like, I'm gonna get that stupid song into your head, and he changes Rigby shit out, and he's like, this is real music, and it's. That's fucking cute. Because what you showed me was the same guitar riff from the intro. It's just Maynard was doing something else over it. And I acknowledge that the lyrics are really cool, and it's really sad because it's about his mom and his relationship with religion or whatever. Because I looked on the Tool subreddit to see what people were fucking.
Stop! Calm down.
I don't understand what the hype is about. Okay, I like it. I can see why it's cool. Like, I listened to those two songs over and over again because I was like, no way that Trenton's just this wrong. And I can see a little bit of it because Maynard's low key on some. He's spitting bars over that, which I don't know. Maybe I just don't think it needed to be 6 minutes. And then the next thing after that, which is the same thing, 12 minutes. Oh my God. All of them in the studio with their heads completely engulfed in their anus. What the fuck? Come on.
Ashton, it's beautiful.
Anywho.
It's beautiful. I listen to it every time.
It's good.
I like.
I'm a hypocrite.
Okay.
My favorite Have a Nice Life song is Who Left Their Son Out in the Sun, and it's basically that, but better because it's actually sadder, and it's also not fucking 12 minutes long. I was taking Doc home, our guitarist, one day, and I was in prep for this album, listening to it, and those two songs were playing, and I was like, wow, this is a really atmospheric and strong moment. I can see why people love this, but I do not. But other than that, like, a lot of these songs are really great. The Pot, Who Are You? That's awesome. LaPon Conjuring is fucking stupid. This shit pissed me off.
I agree.
And then it literally, this LaPon Conjuring is an interlude, and you know what it builds up to? It builds up to another fucking interlude. It builds up to Lost Keys, which I get it. It's because you won't be able to get Rosetta Stone. You should have cut one of those interludes or moved them around.
I agree.
Interlude into an interlude is fucking
did
crazy.
not need to happen. I agree.
Rosetta Stone is awesome. Intention. Is this another interlude? May as well be. May as fucking well be. Right into. People love that. Pretty cool.
Do you love that?
I think I had a problem where it's just so, these albums are so long that it's hard to develop an intimate and not completely knowledgeable relationship with them over the course of, like, I don't know, a few weeks of research for this. Mm-hmm. But I liked the feeling that this album gave me. It's just that Enema and Lateralis are way better. And I don't know how to convince you that we should put Lateralis way above and put 10,000 Days here.
So let's Now, because here's the thing, you don't know my. Let's do number 2 next. Let's do number 2, and we'll talk about where we rank 2 and 3 officially. No, listen. I just final thing. Actually, no. I'll talk about it now. My number 2, shockingly, as much as I said my 10 favorite, my top 5 favorite, my number 2 is 10,000 Days. That is my opinion in terms of actually like trying to rank the albums in terms of like the quality of the music, how I would recommend it to someone. I admit 10,000 Days, whether or not it's like my listening favorite, those interludes are bullshit. Okay. There's, thank you. I can't believe I just high-fived over shitting on my favorite band of all time. But I just think that like it's a shame. It's a shame because 10,000 Days has the highest highs. The greatest rock song of all time is Rosetta Stone. The build up into it with Lost Keys is the best. It's how you do an interlude to me. It's how you tell a story. That whole song, it taught me everything. That one song. And I can understand that, you know, if you're not willing to, you know, commit long enough to Wings for Marie and 10,000 Days, I understand that. But those songs are great. My biggest thing is like just kind of when we talk about like the difference between Lateralis and this and why I put 10,000 Days over it is just because it's like I would rather have an album that really like takes me really high and you know it goes down a little bit and then really high. It's like a roller coaster, right? It's cool when Lateralis takes you real nice and high, but it doesn't really hit that peak, but it stays there. To me, 10,000 Days hits like it goes above that peak and you know it has fun with it. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. A 10 out of 10 album though, to me.
Do you mean to suggest that the chorus to Ticks and Leeches isn't highest of highs? This is what you wanted, Tristan. This is what you had in mind. I really don't feel like the Wings for Marie / 10,000 Days thing would bother me so much if they weren't right next to each other. The thing is, they're both really slow, really long, drawn-out, atmospheric pieces, right? Mm-hmm. One of them is 12 minutes, and the other one is 6 minutes. This is fucking like 20 minutes worth of boring snooze fest.
Not true. That's not true. It is 13 minutes of really cool, atmospheric, and like thoughtful lyrics and emotion, and then the fucking like launching of emotion out, just crying out at the end.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I get that. That's reasonable. It does make me feel something. I just hate myself and I hate everyone else, so I don't want to say anything good ever.
I understand. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Enema.
Wow.
I had never listened to any Enema before this, and it was shockingly amazing. Dude, it's such a good album. And I think if I could spend more time with it, it could be my number 1. Mm-hmm. Like I considered it, and I was like, no, I gotta be loyal to my baby, my one and only. But this is for me like what I wanted Tool to be in my head, because before I heard any of Tool's other music, we all heard, especially if you're a drummer, which I am, we heard Sober, and we were like, wow, this is really like funky. It's introspective. It's a little depressive. There's just something here, and I feel like overwhelmingly, Undertow didn't meet Sober in the same songwriting space. But Enema exceeds it. I agree. All of it exceeds it. Mm-hmm. Especially Stinkfist. Oh my fucking God, what an opener.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's still like a frustrating amount of interludes for me, like that one that's in German, Message to Harry Mayback or whatever.
I liked Message to Harry Mayback. The message that the German one was stupid. Like Message to Harry Mayback was fun.
It's just, come on, guys. Come on.
I honestly think half of the problems with Tool would be solved if they just had one interlude. If they just picked the good one. If 10,000 Days only had Lost Keys, if Enema only had Message to Harry Manback, if Fear Inoculum didn't have any, isn't there, whatever. I'm getting back on Fear Inoculum. Continue.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Gojira, with the exception, I think, of their first album, has only one interlude on every album. They know how it's done.
That's very reasonable. Yeah. Yeah.
And my number two, or what was it? Enema?
Enema, yeah,
I just
yeah.
love Enema, and I think it's really cool. And the main reason why it didn't become number one is because of my bias towards something that I'm familiar with, which is Lateralis.
Okay.
So we only know what we put on the bottom two, right?
Yep. So I think with that in mind, though, I mean, we know what's going to be number one. But I think with that in mind, though, I think we can, by process of 10,000 Days should be number 3 in our mutual ranking.
I feel like that's
Right.
fair.
If I put it in 2 and you put it in 3.
And then after that, we can put Lateralis.
Yeah.
Because if I acknowledge the fact that Enema could be my number one,
Mm-hmm.
and Trentin wouldn't even consider it a number 2, and Trentin's willing to make the sacrifice of putting 10,000 Days in 3,
Mm-hmm.
Lateralis goes into 2,
Mm-hmm.
and our holy grail, therefore, is Enema. But go ahead,
Enema.
talk about it.
I would like to talk about Enema. Enema is, I had the exact realization of Enema that you did. I was like, because I had already liked Tool, but I had kind of gone through Undertow, and then I got to Enema, and I was like, okay, this is just a little bit more of the same, and I was feeling like the Lateralis bug. Like, it basically, what Enema is it's the exact perfect, it is the exact in-between between the more, like, I guess, easier to listen to sensibilities of Undertow and the conceptual progressive elements of Lateralis and things like that, right? It was the exact point where they were doing that stuff and messing around with that stuff. And to me, that makes it the most listenable Tool album, one of the most enjoyable. Again, the reason why 10,000 Days is up there for me, which is like my personal, is because of the emotional element. But I can't lie when I say, like, just listening to Enema, it's like every song is a banger.
Yeah.
Every song is a banger. And it's way easier to listen to, too. Like, the songs, there is 10-minute songs. Like, Third Eye, I think, is phenomenal. Like, Third Eye became almost my favorite song. And that's one of their longer ones. But then past that, you got Stinkfist, which was played on radios, which was able to be, like, consumed much easier. And pretty much all the songs at most were like 6 minutes, with the exception of like Third Eye and I think another one. I don't know. It's just good. And sometimes I think about it, and sometimes I wish they went back to Enema in some ways. You know what I mean? Because Lateralis through Fear Inoculum, that's what you kind of think of when you think of Tool now. That's the sound that they are at. But Enema was something special. Enema was really unique and very listenable. It's a joy to listen to. Is and more than anything too, because I like to talk about, like, how do you recommend Tool to someone or recommend something to someone. I think you either give them Lateralis if they're willing to give it the college try and listen to longer songs, or you give them Enema, which I think is a great idea to me. That's my thoughts.
I feel like Enema is where they're at their peak.
Okay.
As far as songwriting, like,
Yeah.
they know what to do with their energy.
Right.
They just knew what they were doing. I resent the intro to H because it's long and stupid. Shut the fuck up with that.
Yeah. No, and you're right again about the whole, like, energy, knowing where the energy goes to thing, because these are well composed songs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think of 10,000 Days and think these are well composed songs. I think that these are fantastic art pieces that just hit something very deep in me. But these are great songs. Like, you can learn songwriting from this a lot, I think.
What do you think about Lateralis?
I think Lateralis is also same thing, just in a different world, right, of progressive things. Fibonacci sequence. Can I just say, as the premier Tool fan, okay, we gotta stop bringing up the Fibonacci sequence thing. It's cool that he did that. it's not like he actually did calculus or anything crazy to do. He saw the syllable pattern and he did it, and that's cool. And we can be happy with that, but it does not make it better than everything else. It does not. I hear people bring up the Fibonacci sequence in arguing with like Dream Theater shit. And it's like Dream Theater switches a time signature like 200 times. That is way fucking harder and technical to do than Maynard writing syllables and according to a preset number pattern. Like, that's all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be that guy.
It's also the worst part of that song. It's one of my favorite Tool songs, but like I'm listening to Lateralis so I can hear fuck
dude,
yeah,
I'm so glad you said that because that fucking part gets me turned. Yes, no,
Dude,
I agree.
Spiral out, dude. Spiral the fuck out. But,
yeah.
I just really every single song I feel like Lateralis has the least amount of interludes, it feels like. With the exception of the stupid fucking long-ass song that's near the end of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see this dumb fucking song. Is it Disposition or Reflection?
Yeah, that's another... Okay, so that's another knock that I almost forgot to bring up.
Boring! Boring!
Yeah.
And then it ends with this... Boring!
Dude, okay, that right there, I'm so glad you bring that up because I forgot to bring it up. That's one thing I don't like right there. Because I hear a lot of people bring up those songs as like a Tool trinity. Like, this is a song, when you listen to Disposition, you need to listen from Disposition to Triad. Those songs don't go together like that. It does not feel that. I understand that we're supposed to, but they do not feel that way, and they're not good.
Yeah.
I like Disposition more than some people, but that's because I'm a bass nerd, and I really like that bass line. I also like, but like fucking Reflection, that line goes on too long. Those songs are boring. I don't like those three songs. It's bad that they're all three in a row like that. Yeah.
Ticks and Leeches is the best Tool song. I fucking love
Ticks
that
and
song.
Leeches is great.
Is this what you wanted? Is this what you had in mind?
Ticks and Leeches is so cool to me too because Ticks and Leeches is like we talk about unique. That is the only Tool song that sounds like that.
And that's stupid. They should learn how to make more stuff like that.
They won't. Sadly, as much as I love them, I want them to sound like Enema again, but I don't think they will.
Leave it to Tool to wait over 10 years to drop the most boring album of all time, charge fucking $90 for shitty concert tickets where they play the same set over and over and over and over. And then Maynard's like, you guys should buy my wine. Fuck off. Go back. Go back to hiatus because I don't want to fucking deal with this. God.
Don't say that. I want more Tool.
I don't.
Come on. No, we're near the end of the video, but I will say, I feel curious in a positive way towards the future. I don't know. Something about their remaster of Eulogy. Yes. No.
Opiate?
Oh, yeah, Opiate. Jesus. Yeah, sorry. Their remaster of Opiate. Cut that out. Don't make me look stupid. No, something about their remaster of Opiate, that felt like a very inspired decision, and it was really good. And I don't think that necessarily is much of an indicator at all about what to expect for the future of Tool. But if it is, I like that. I appreciate that. I mean, that's an unexplored thing, having the sound of Opiate and Enema with a modern mixing. Because Opiate, that remaster came out fantastic. I listened to that a lot, that single. So, I don't know. I'm optimistic.
We put Fear Inoculum on the bottom, and then we put Undertow, and then we put 10,000 Days, and then we put Lateralis, and then we put Enema. I don't know what more to say.
In conclusion, I wanted to bring this up because I know the poor audience, the poor listener base hears your anger and your righteous fury and thinks you suck. But I talked to you a little bit. You came out with a newfound appreciation for
Oh.
Tool from this, right?
Yeah, they're good. I like Tool. I'm only so critical of them because I understand that they have the capacity for greatness.
Yeah,
They clearly
totally.
can make some beautiful music, and it upsets me that they're almost some Greek myth where they cannot exceed because they refuse to let go of their ego. It's genuinely tragic. I don't even know if that's the case. I don't know what their decision making process
yeah.
for all of these bloated songs and fucking interludes. I don't know if it's ego or pretentiousness or what. I don't like it. And if they would let that go, I would love this band so much.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tool, and I've been very critical of them, especially before this. I'm a longtime Tool criticizer, though I do like their music.
Mm-hmm.
I like them much more now. My eyes are opened to the wondrous world of Tool.
Yeah. And if you're angry at Ashton and you're angry at me, be angry for the right reasons. This is one thing. I've said it multiple times before. Forgive me if you've heard the rant. But Tool is fantastic. Tool is my favorite band. Tool is not the most technical masterpiece band in the world. We need to break that notion. That's what that's what I mean with like, that's what the thing when you talk about like them being pretentious or like just this kind of view of Tool where it's like, no, I don't know what their songwriting process is. I don't know how much of it is ego, but I know listening base will look at them do dumb shit and be like, but it's Tool. This is the most technical thing I've ever heard. And it's like, it's not. It's not. Most songs, most metal songs, most death metal songs I know how to play are more technical. And then if you want to talk on a songwriting level, we can talk about that, but I still think there's a lot more. Like, it's just, we got to leave the whole Tool's this technical monster thing out of the conversation if we want to actually talk about how good Tool is. That's my PSA. I beg you to listen to me. Please. I love Tool. But, yeah.
Follow us on every platform, on our Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube. If you have TikTok, follow that. Our next video will be a Gojira ranking, ideally.
Yes.
Because that's my favorite band. We're doing this one because it's Trenton's favorite band.
I'm going to be really fucking mean.
Font
Sauvage, more like La Font Trash Vag. Trash Vag.
I'm leaving this in so that Trenton knows his fucking joke was stupid, and then everyone's gonna laugh at you, and they're gonna throw tomatoes at you in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please come back and watch our next video.